So we're going to talk about the different types of lines that we have. First of all, we need to define what a line is. A line is a straight path that passes through at least 2 points and extends in both directions forever. That is when it has not been specified what type of a line it is. So here we're going to talk about four types of lines, which are namely rays, parallel lines, a segment, and perpendicular lines. Uh, a ray is a straight path with a single terminal point that continues in one direction forever. This means that this is a line with a single uh, starting point. It has a starting point or an end point, but then it continues like that infinitely. It continues like that, like just continuously. It extends forever. And then we have parallel lines. Parallel lines are lines that have an equal distance between them, and and those lines will never meet. Those lines will never cross intersect at any point. And then we're going to talk about a segment. A segment is a line that has two terminal points or end points. By terminal point, by two terminal points, it means that this line has a starting point and an end point, or maybe it has two end points. So it starts at this point and ends at this point. This means that this line can be measured. You can like find its length. Yes, that is like complete line. You can like say it starts from here up to here. You can see its big where it starts and where it ends. Then we have the perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines are lines that intersect at an angle of 90 degrees or at a right angle. These lines are going to like intersect or maybe meet at an angle of 90 degrees. The angle that is going to be formed there has to be equal to 90 degrees if those lines are going to be called perpendicular lines. So we're going to move from that and go to the types of thinking. We're going to talk about geometric thinking and spatial thinking. Geometric thinking is more concerned about how people reason using properties of geometric figures and spatial patterns. This means that people are going to concentrate on the properties of shapes. Yes, so this geometric thinking happens at 5 levels. It happens at 5 levels, and okay, like the first level, which is called level zero. It starts at level zero and extends to level four. The the first level, which is level zero, is called the visual level or recognition level. This is where you get to recognize the shapes visually and notice this is a square just by recognizing it visually. And then the second phase, which is called the first level, the first level, which is also called the analysis or description phase. This is where you learn how to describe the shapes and see uh, when the shape is like this. When a shape has three sides, this is a triangle. And then the abstraction phase, we are going to relate the properties to the figures. This is what we're going to when I identify good see a triangle that has two equal size. What is it called? That is why we're going to apply those type of properties. And then the third phase, which is the fourth phase, the third phase, which is called the fourth phase, which is called the deduction. The deduction is all about understanding the definitions and like being able to prove everything geometrically. And the fourth phase, the fifth phase, is called level 4, which is called the Rigo level. This is where you cover everything that you have learned. So we're going to move on to spatial thinking. Spatial thinking, which is also called spatial reasoning. It is called spatial reasoning because this has to do with the relationship of the shapes and the environment that they are in. This is the same as spatial relations. Uh, Spatial thinking has to do with spatial relations. So, as it is called spatial thinking, this is where we're going to be creating and deconstructing or maybe breaking down shapes into smaller pieces and understand them like in tiny portions. we will be visualizing, mentally visualizing, not exactly mentally, visualizing and mentally manipulating the shapes or figures that we will have. We'll do this by focusing on the figures in terms of rotating them, twisting them, enlarging them, reducing the dimensions, and transforming them mentally. Uh, Spatial thinking also has to do with the tessellations, which are rotation, uh, enlargement, and transformations and translations, all of that. So now we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the quadrilaterals, and their properties. Yeah, the quadrilaterals, the properties of quadrilaterals, and their differences. I'm going to talk about a number of quadrilaterals. The first quadrilateral is a rectangle. A rectangle is a quadrilateral. Okay. First of all, a quadrilateral is a figure that has four sides. So a rectangle has two sets of equal sides. So it has four sides, but then like you'll find that the length is of equal size, and then the width that it has, both of them of equal of equal length. It also has four angles that add up to 360 degrees. All of the quadrilaterals that we have add up to 360 degrees. And then the next one is a square. A square has four equal sides, and all its angles are equal. All the angles of a square are equal to 90 degrees, and basically they add up to 360 degrees. So we have a rhombus. A rhombus is a shape that has um, all of its four sides equal. It has four equal sides and two sets of equal angles. So you'll find that two of the angles that the rhombus has will be equal. And a rhombus is also called a parallelogram with four sides that have equal lengths. So now we're going to come to the parallelogram. A parallelogram is a shape that has two pairs of equal parallel sides and two equal angles. And then we're going to move to the kite. A kite is a shape that has two two pairs of it has two adjacent sides that are equal and touching. So the adjacent side will be like touching like this, and that will be meeting the ones that will be equal as long as they touch like this. Only two of them though. And then I'm going to move to the trapezium. A trapezium has two parallel sides and two other sides that are non-parallel. It has two parallel sides and other two sides that are not parallel. Now we're going to come to the activities that can be used when teaching learners, or like teaching children about shapes in the foundation phase. There is a number of activities that can be used. This can start as using sticks, just using some sticks, maybe like pencils to like form two-dimensional shapes, using some net templates to cut out and form like 3D shapes, painting using 3D shapes. You can like use an object like this. This is like a cube. You can just dip it in paint and then stick it onto a paper to form the shape that is on the surface. You can use something like this and just dip it and form like this circular shape on it. Another thing is that you can use you can just trace the shapes and use Play-Doh to like form certain three-dimensional shapes that you want. You can also like use you can just draw shapes. You can draw shapes. You can use Lego blocks to form certain shapes, three-dimensional shapes, or may it be two-dimensional shapes. You can also use pictures. You can also use pictures. Visual representations are usually more effective. You need to like have visual representation and something they're going to interact with physically. Thank you.